Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about what is a grid worker, what do they do, are you one, why is it important? Let's talk about it. So before we tap into what a grid worker is, let's talk about the grid. So there's an electric grid all around the earth that has these pressure points or meridian points similar to human body, similar to our meridian points. The earth is just the macrocosm of us, the microcosm, and we are all just reflections of each other. So just the same way that we have meridian points all throughout our body, earth does as well. And she also has chakra points, and those are the conjunction points of this energetic grid that come together to meet at specific points that are specific to her chakra system. For example, the throat chakra is where the pyramid of Giza is, and that type of synchronicity, that's why there is such strength there. That's why you might be pulled to that place, because that's Earth's chakra. That is Earth's energetic grid. That's her point. Okay, they're all over the world, similar to humans. So that is the grid of the above Earth grid. But there's actually multiple grids. I would say the way that I see it is there's 3 separate grid points. So the one that we kind of see above us, and people talk about the ley lines, right? The connection of all of these different ancient places. A lot of ancient places, a lot of very sacred temples and tombs and pyramids are all located on these conjunction points, these chakra points, or these energy meridians of Earth. But there's another layer to this, and that's the underlayer, the grid beneath the earth. And that is associated with the roots, the rooted system, where there's communication between the roots and there's communication between the fungus, which is the communicator. Fungus, or the mycelium network below the earth, is the underground energetic grid system with a constant form of communication of information throughout the earth. So when I said in my last video that the mycelium network is enhancing its energetic capacity, it's enhancing its crystalline form, this means that the grid underneath the earth is also enhancing. There's a larger amount of communication from the divine with the earth. So it's a beautiful connection that's happening. So there's the roots of every single plant, and they communicate through the rooted system. And then below that is the mycelium, the fungus network that combines all of these roots into this oneness network. So when we can connect in with the rooted system of our own being, we can connect in with the rooted system of the earth, and we can have that conscious conversation with Gaia. And the third grid that I like to talk about for grid workers is our own grid, is our body, is our meridian system. So we talk about the meridian system of the earth above, the meridian system of the earth below, and then our meridian system. We are the microcosm of the macrocosm, so we have importance, we have a play in this electric conversation, and that's exactly what this is. It's an electric conversation of energy, of the divine and of earth and us in the middle, and we get to kind of communicate. So when we can tune into this energy grid, each of them, any of them, we can then start to make an impact on the collective consciousness, because all of us are subconsciously connected to each and every part of this, right? We're always connected in energetically. So why be a grid worker? Why does this matter? Because like I said, you're subconsciously already tapping into this energy. So when you can consciously bring your awareness into this electrical grid, then you can start to manipulate the energy and say, actually, wait, I'm going to infuse what I desire for the world. I'm going to infuse my dreams. I'm going to infuse my hopes for humanity, and I'm going to send them in. I'm going to start to make an impact. And a lot of powers that be, or powers that were, knew the importance of this electrical grid above and below and within. And so they would station energy areas around these meridian points to have more of an energetic manipulation. But now that we're becoming more aware of this happening, this is where we take control, we take autonomy, and we say it's our time to be heard, and it's our time to energetically make an impact. This is the most revolutionary time I feel like to be alive right now, because we're really able to make an impact just as a human being. And again, the powers that be knew the power of this grid, and they used it to manipulate and dumb us down as humanity, to separate ourselves from our own divinity and our own wisdom. And so now that we get to tap into these grids, one thing that happens is we get to access the information of Gaia, the communication, that constant web that is happening in that fungi, in that mycelium network. We get to connect with that. We also get to connect with that energetic conversation that's happening at all times above us. That's that vibration, right? So when we tune into the grid, we can also raise the vibration for humanity. But something that happens when we as humans tap into the grid, most of the animals already around us are already tapped in, but when humans tap in and consciously shift our reality and we say, let's bring love and harmony and unconditional love and a beautiful relationship with humanity, a beautiful relationship with Earth into this grid, then we start to make an energetic impact on other human beings. It's easier for us, it's easier for other humans to understand what's going on when other humans are making that impact. So say Gaia has been sending in this energy of unconditional love for so long, and that's true, and yet we don't feel it the same amount unless the rest of human beings start to change our perspective about that and send that into the grid. Does that make sense? So this energetic grid is kind of like, it's kind of like the internet, okay? This is kind of how it feels. It's like the internet, and you get to tap into it, and you get to put your own information in, and you get to say, hey, we need to look at more of this content. This is the content that we want. We don't want the content of fear and disgust and war and pain. We don't want that content anymore on my For You page. What I do want, though, is love, hope, harmony, unity, oneness, togetherness, consciousness, elevation, beautiful vibrations of bliss. That's what we want on my For You page. So you get to declare that into the grid, you send that into the grid, and then you're changing energetically what is happening around you. Your impact makes a very big impact, even if you don't see it. It's the intention. It's the depth of the intention. Because when you have an intention that goes into the depths of the earth and into the tops of all around the earth, there's something so beautifully profound in that expansion. So if you are feeling defeated by the dark forces or anything in this world that's happening right now, these transitions, maybe being a grid worker is the thing for you. If you have any pent-up energy to change the world but you don't know where to put it, maybe being a grid worker is the place for you. If you're someone that loves meditation and healing yourself and you're on this healing journey but you want to take it to the next level, you want to help others, maybe grid work is for you. So how do we tap into these grids? So this can be very unique to everyone, but this is my method, okay? I love the number 3. So taking 3 breaths in can be a very helpful way to do this. First, we can align our body. After a while, you'll get this down so quickly. And this is how I do it within 3 breaths. All right, so deep breath in. Feel into your body. Feel into every cell of your body with that breath. Hold. Just feel. Release out from the bottom of your root. Go down through your hips, your thighs, your knees, your shins, your calves, your ankles, your feet. Push down with your roots. Visualize your roots extending out of your feet and connecting into that mycelium network underneath you. Connecting in with that energetic conversation beneath you with that exhale. Take a deep breath in. Bring up that energy from that network into your heart with that second breath. Third breath, from your heart, breathe up into the grid above. Connect in with your light source from the top of your head up to that grid. And then breathe out. Connecting that into your body. Do you see? We did that with 3 breaths. Okay, let's do it again. Breathe in. Feel into your body. Breathe out. Connect into the network below. Take a deep breath in. Bring that into your heart. Breathe out. Allow that to infiltrate into your body. Breathe in. Into the network above. Breathe out. into the body again. And a way that you can extend this is, again, continue to do as many breaths as you need. But when you're breathing out, connecting past the mycelium grid, you can go down into the crystalline core and receive a deeper amount of wisdom there. When you breathe up, another way to extend that upper breath is to breathe into the connection of the heavens or the sun energy from above. So you're bringing that energy in as well. So when you can have that deep connection of the crystalline core and bring that into the wisdom of the mycelium network, and you can also go into the heavenly spaces, connect that into the the network above, you're having this conscious conversation. You become a channel. So this is the beautiful part of being a channel, being a grid worker, is you get to just be the messenger. You get to feel into every single portion of life, and you also get to make an impact, because with that conscious conversation that is being had with the heavens and the earth and you in between, right, the three grids here, your life changes. You become the co-creator of your reality, and you're no longer a victim to what happens in this world, because you know that you have an impact. You know that your energy makes an impact because you're doing something about it. And that's the beauty of being a grid worker, is just because the world might not see the work that you're doing and the energy that you're putting out doesn't mean that that is not making an impact. I'm seeing it happen every single day, more and more grid workers coming online and anchoring in this hope, anchoring in the love, anchoring in the unity for humanity. And it's such a beautiful feeling. I can feel it. So I encourage you, if you're not yet a grid worker, maybe tap into that grid, do that meditation, feel into the energy, and remember that you are one with the heavens and the earth, and you are here as a vessel of 100% human and 100% divine, and you're meant to be this channel of conversation. We as humans are so much more complicated and beautiful than we have ever let ourselves see that until this moment now. It is our time to really see that divinity and see the power of our own minds, see the power of our own intentions as humans, as people. The people have the power. You have the power. So make an impact. All right, let me know in the comments down below if you are a grid worker, or if this is your first time ever hearing about being a grid worker. If this is something you want to learn more about, please let me know down in the comments below. I loved this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Mwah, have a great rest of your day.